Hello, my name is Noelle Pole, and I'm here to describe my journey a little bit and how I discovered my way out of immense emotional pain that I lived in for most of my life. It had to do with abusing myself, just continually believing lies about myself that I had adopted in childhood as a result of experiences. And I'm going to tell that journey in just a little bit. My goal is to take no more than about 10, 12, 15 minutes on the outside to just to run through a few slides and to talk about myself and my journey and why I think I have something to offer you, and you have something to offer this world. And that is my mission at this point. I am a person who went through a journey and is now on the other side and is now living in a community that I really associate to as heaven on earth. It's moving ever more so because I am with people who also had journeys of overcoming, and they are absolutely aligning and committed to bringing heaven to earth. And so for those of my brothers and sisters, I'm looking specifically for you who have a sense of your value underneath this sense of absolute abject self-hatred. I just know that I'm a piece of shit. I don't have any value. And yet there's something in me that calls. I would so love to be of assistance in some way. If there was anything I could do, my heart is the type of heart that always wants to, you know, give the guy something on the street or anything that, just, inside you that you've got a heart of gold, and yet somehow you will not look at yourself in anything but a damning light, self-critical, et cetera, et cetera. So you are my people, and I'm trying to attract my people. I'm trying to attract my people right now. I've got a class coming up shortly. I'm not going to give any dates because I would like this to be something that I do ongoingly, but there's a class coming right up, and I will put that underneath this post when I post this. And hopefully you come, and it's a free class, and it will talk about methods that I use to overcome these massive mistakes, which we'll get into in just a moment. And then I will express, where I'm going after that. But let us get into these slides right now so I can sort of keep up with what I'm doing. And here we go. 3 massive mistakes keeping us in pain and apart from purpose. That is the title. And I'm so motivated to have people share. Why is this not moving? That's interesting. Oh, because I haven't clicked in here yet, maybe. Yes, oops. Okay, let me go back here. I'm so motivated because I believe here we are at what looks like end times. If you're at all like looking looking in anyone's prophecy from anywhere, native people, everybody's got this, like, there's shit's going to hit the fan at some point, and this is the time that it appears to be happening. And so anything I can do to rally the folks that I know because of my journey have so much to offer this world, and that's you. And as far away from okay as you may feel, that's how far you're going to shoot forward when you realize the only problem you've been succumbing to is lies. That's the issue, nothing else. And a lie disappears when you should, tell the truth. When you come and you recognize, oh my God, that's not true, then that can fall away. So, where am I at? So let's see. Oh, I did it again. So here we go. Who are we? We're folks with big hearts who hurt ourselves with critical, hateful self-talk and actions. I said emotional pain, but if you're in dire physical pain, there's an emotional reason. There's a root in there, and your body eventually just took over what your psyche had already been doing. And okay, maybe it came from another lifetime, who knows? But wherever it came from, it can be uprooted because it's based on a lie. The truth is, we were created whole, complete, healthy, beautiful, radiant, ready to bring in a new world. And if we're not knowing that, if we're not living into that, we are absolutely buying into something that is false. And we're fully aware somewhere that we're here to serve love. So if there's nothing in you that can say that, then this is not for you. I am not looking for everyone. I'm looking for the folks who are knowing somewhere. So what are our three mistakes? A distorted perception. We are perceiving ourselves mistakenly. We are perceiving the world mistakenly. We just happen to have bought into a collection of lies. And there are wonderful means to uproot those. Truly, the minute you get some kind of an aha that shifts your perception, that's gone. That thing that was there that was ruling your life literally leaves. There's also technologies that help us go down and find the beginning, the trauma moments where these lies got planted by us, not the event. It was us who planted it, which is wonderful news, because if we planted it, we can uproot it. Inauthentic behaviors, lies, because of whatever those little traumatic events happened. We said, oh my God, I'm this because that happened, and therefore I better behave this way in order to survive in this world. So everything that we did is not an awful thing. I almost went back and put quotes over the mistakes when it says three massive mistakes. I was going to put quotes over mistakes, because these were not mistakes. These were absolutely brilliant coping strategies that a child put in place. It's just that they are not working anymore, because what they did was they created a false identity, a lie identity. And it is time to find that lie identity, put it on the altar, no more, not live in that. What is the truth of who I am? And then to open and receive the truth of who you are. The resulting stockpiled energy when we're living lies, when we're doing something like, would you, like to have a glass of water? Now, literally, this is kind of behavior I had at one point. Would you like a glass of water? Oh, no, that's okay. What? I'm freaking thirsty. Give me a glass of water. Thank you. It's not so hard once you really get the hang of, this identity that I made up is not serving anyone. It's not serving me. It's not serving you. And I have the heart of a servant. I have the heart of a love servant. I'm here to serve love. So, and then from this distorted perception of ourselves and others, and this inauthentic behavior where we're just not being honest as people, we're literally living a lie. We have all this stockpiled energy, and the world around us reflects lies. We get into relationships with people who don't know us, and then all of a sudden, when some of this stockpiled energy comes up, holy crap, who are you? I'm the person on the other side of all this rage because I've been fake all this time, and this other part is just dying to come out, and it's willing to kill too. That's how angry I get at just being inauthentic. So next slide. Our mission to uproot those lies, to release that stockpiled energy, and to enjoy and share, so important, share this world of truth that we can be moving into. That is why we are here. We didn't get born to suffer and die. That was not, trying to figure out where my timing is. We got born to make manifest heaven on earth, as on earth as it is in heaven. That was always the plan. We were always the purveyors of the plan, and we cannot do that while we are in thrall to a system of lies. And the entire system is that, but we don't have to trouble ourselves. As long as we start cleaning up from the inside out, everything we touch begins to resonate with that frequency. Okay, so that's what I'm smart about. I don't have too much time for my journey, but I'll just tell you, it started when my teenage mother and my teenage father, and this is just a story I told myself, but I was also told this, had sex after a few years of really wanting to really badly, finally had sex. I was produced like 1 or 2 times in, because that's all they did. I was an eager little, I'm going to come and bring heaven to earth. So, and somewhere in that womb, my mother was so desperate to get rid of me. She had, seeking abortions. I had this vision of this demonic creature injecting like tar substance into me in the fetus. So I carried from the womb this feeling, I'm a burden. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be born. My living is actually an imposition on everyone around me. And I lived according to that false belief into my entire life. I'm 64 years old. just, and I mean, it's only recently within the last few months really starting to wash away completely, but it has been washing away complete, and partially and more and more and more over the journey, because I found tools to address these false perceptions, and correct them, uproot the lies. I found tools to release the stockpiled energy so that I stopped being like a dammed up thing where I just was not able to just allow love through. I was always blocking. I still have trouble blocking, receiving. And this part of the reason for this video here is to learn to receive. I want to share my gift with the world. I want to receive the bounty that will come from finding my people and exciting them and having them come on board. And so that's your job when you feel called. And if you know this isn't really my thing, but boy, do I have, my cousin is so like this, or please send this to anyone you know that this might benefit, and I will share with you what that might mean. So be mistakes be gone. So mistakes in quote that were perfect for the time, but the plan is unfolding perfectly. There's no way around that. Correct those perceptions, the misperceptions, uproot the lies, and I have tools for that to become authentic. I love that face. Inviting a world of truth, which is heaven on earth. So that's the scoop. The final little, let me see where I'm at. Oh, I guess I'm just not gonna screw it. Whatever the time is, it is. But where I'm at with the let me just see, I had a ta-da! We all become the little angels that we are. And I'm going to stop my share and just tell you what's going on. So I've got this Pain to Purpose masterclass. That's a 1-day free event where I will be sharing some of these tools. I had hoped I would have a little time to share them here, but just you'll have to come and experience it there. I just don't want to keep people on the video forever. And then in that, I will be making an offer for a master class afterwards, which is 6 weeks of working with these very specific energy releasing tools, working with these perception shifting, just ahas, these gems that just like, oh, this is the dynamics that I do in relationship. I've been trying to get my need met by being this wonderful hero person. But I resent it, and then they don't give me back. And I feel, I mean, just all these things that we do that turn us into pretzels do not allow us to live the powerful, expression of God that we actually are. So enough of that. So that's what we're going to do in the class, as well as the class itself. And this is my dream. The class itself is a extremely beautifully bonded circle of on Zoom. I can do them live too at some point. I'm hoping that will happen. It used to. And bonded community. So where you have created a world of lies and you're having people reflect back to you a false self because that's what you gave them, and therefore everything is vibrating at this lie frequency, you will be interacting with people that don't do that, that really are, they could be in the very same shape you are in. However, the format and the experiences that we'll be having together just bring out the truth of one another. And then you see, and this happened to me, I did volunteer work in the prison system. And first time I sat in that circle, all these 25 eyes looking at me going, she's so beautiful. What? Me? She's got so much to say. What? Me? So this is kind of what it is. And you realize your vulnerability is the most incredibly beautiful thing. All these things that you think are oh, I could never allow anybody to feel that, hear that, see that in me. You know what? Those are the things everybody's going to be, tears rolling down their face, and so grateful, because when you become liberated in a group of people, you liberate everyone else. So it's a beautiful opportunity. And this circle, and I do other circles, and you're invited to all the circles that I am facilitating, that there will be one that is paid, this class, but there's other circles that if you're attracted, you can come to. And I think I'll leave it at that. My hope is that I will at some point have some kind of like a membership opportunity. People just are part of this growing collective. You learn the skills to do these groups if that feels like your thing. And then you take your message, like what I'm doing right here, and you go out and promote it. So little by little, everybody's coming out of there like lie getting those worms up out of the can and starting to just shine the purpose that they are here to shine. And with that, I love you and I will say adieu.